From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Mac's place, of course, at my bar, where everybody's welcome to have a seat. Brought to our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group and at Dasher. We're talking some entrepreneurship. The Pace Center for Girls is here. The PGA Tour is here. Coach Dave Campo is back as well. Let's welcome in the panel. Sherene Phillips is here from Honey Bees. How are you, Sherene?
I'm well, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
My entrepreneur of the group. I love it. Tell us about Honey Bees and what you're doing.
Okay, Honey Bees is a hive of just a lot of different things.
Okay.
So first, we're a bakery, and you can come into our bakery Tuesday through Saturday from noon to 6 and pick up sweet treats.
Okay.
We also do custom treats and cakes and wedding cakes for all occasions.
Okay, cool.
And then I do hot cakes with honey, which is caking with a twist. It's Jacksonville's very first caking with a twist.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
I
Like
definitely...
painting with a twist with caking.
Yeah, you got it.
You always have to have a little wine while you're baking.
You're right,
or cooking.
right.
It makes things better.
Always. So I do those. I do the cake parties, and I also am a published author. So I've written 7 different publications. I have 5 journals that are geared towards women and children, or teen girls, I should say.
Great.
And then I have a cookbook and a bake book. And my newbie is The Sweet Life at Honeybees, which is a nonprofit that is geared towards teens and young adults. And we teach life skills. So so that they're ready to go out into the world, whether they go to college or if they just choose the marketplace.
That's right.
Or become an entrepreneur. They'll know how to manage their household. They'll know how to do basic car maintenance and preventative measures. And we also deal with mental health and different things, so they're ready for life.
That is great. Give it back while you're building.
Yep.
Good for you. Great to have you on the
Thank you.
show.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Theresa Giles is here. Pace Center for Girls. How are you?
I am fantastic. How about yourself?
What a great organization, the Pace Center for Girls. Please remind our audience all about what you guys are doing.
So Pace Center for Girls is a large organization. We're actually located in the state of Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. And we work with girls between the ages of 12 to 18. And what makes us unique, for instance, our girls come to us with 3 or more adverse childhood experiences. And a lot of times they get into high school or they get into middle school and they're not able to deal with their trauma. So when they come to us, we have an approach where we are gender responsive. So it takes away all the pressure of impressing young guys. We also are trauma informed. And that is something that is very unique, because when you're teaching and you're working with a girl, understanding their trauma will actually get them to a much, much better place. So we use that approach to ensure that our girls are successful. So our recidivism rate is a little over 96%, which means 90% of the 6% of the girls that come to Pace, they complete our program. They either continue through high school and graduate onto college or into an entrepreneur or into the marketplace, and never go back to whatever trauma or issues that they might have had. So very proud of that.
Absolutely, man.
We're in 25 different locations, and so
are you really?
Every girl that might want to need something, always reach out to Pace.
That's right, Pace Center for Girls. Great to have you on the show. Steve Wenzloff is here from the PGA Tour, course designer. What's your official title, Steve? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you having me. Senior Vice President of Design Services.
Oh, the Design Services.
Yes.
And you were a landscape architect starting off.
Correct.
In college? Did you go
in college?
No
Yes.
kidding. How'd you get into that? Like from high school to college, getting into that? How'd that happen?
The irony of the path is I started out in aeronautical engineering and was taking private pilot flying lessons and ran out of money very quickly and realized I had to make a decision. Either I had to go join the military and get my flight training there, or I had to go do something different. At the time, I was in doing landscape work, and that's a neat correlation. Then I got introduced to the game of golf. Actually, at the same time. Started looking around. It's like landscape architecture. That's what I want, and really that's what I did. And coming out of college, got right into golf course construction. After that, I got involved with a PGA Tour professional out in Texas, D.A. Weibring. Did a design build golf project for him. At the time, that's when he was getting ready to do a design deal with the PGA Tour in Moline, Illinois. Currently host the John Deere Classic, TPC. And And that was 27 years ago. I've been at the tour ever since.
Look at that. So TPC comes through every year. Are you the guy that moves the cups on the green? Like, or do you have a say in, you know what I mean? Like, some of those are really tough to get.
Correct.
Are you the guy that's like, yeah, let's put it back here behind this hill and we'll never get there? I guarantee it. Very few. Is that
we do design? That's how we look at how we're going to design certain things. But actually, that's the referees that I work with. I work hand in hand with our referees and doing what we do on all the tour venues that we play on. Cleveland Players Championship. This year we did some stuff behind the scenes, really operationally, just to help some of the operational aspects of the Players Championship.
Yeah. Speaking of giving back, PJ Tour gives a ton of money back to the community.
For sure.
Fantastic. You guys raise a ton and give a lot to the community. Great to have you on the show. Coach Campo is back. Hey, Coach.
Tom.
How are you?
I'm
you
good.
a golfer at all? Can you golf?
Well, listen, I was just going to say, I don't know how I became friends with this guy because I haven't seen a course that I could do well on. So he's a golf course designer. He needs to do one for me personally.
Yeah, exactly. Just straight about 10 yards, please. You know?
We're very
like
wide.
maybe putt? I don't know. Yeah, no doubt. I don't know. Golf is not good for my mental health.
Yeah.
So that's what I look at. I get too. I want to throw the club. I want to break it in half. I want to take my whole bag and throw it in the pond and be like, I'm done with this game. But some people like to go out there and it's comforting for them.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not that avid, and the reason for it is that it's competitive for me.
Yeah.
And if I'm not playing well, which is 99% of the time, I don't enjoy it. Some people enjoy it. Now, I do enjoy being on the course.
Yeah.
But really, to be honest with you, it's too competitive for me.
All right, real quick, what do you do to enjoy, like relax? Real quick, what would you say?
What we're doing right now, I enjoy being around people, listening to stories of people that give back and entrepreneurs and really, this is my hobby now is being on shows and just enjoying that.
We love having you, Coach.
Thank you.
Great answer. And I didn't tell you to say that either.
No.
Steve, how about you, man? What do you do, real quick?
Yeah, for me, it's it's interesting. I travel day in, day out. Most of the week, and even in my own spare time.
Yeah.
I like to travel around. I like exploring different areas, not here in the States, even around the world.
Yeah, great. How about you?
Well, I love trail riding. So we ride our road bikes on trails. And then we got really, really great. We started writing a blog, and we were picked up by this national blog called Rails to Trail Conservancy. So, and I love telling about it. But when I tell my daughters, I think we're trending because we have like 2,000 followers, and she was like, "Mom, you're not trending. You're old and you're riding bikes. That's why." But bike riding has been very comforting, especially during COVID when you couldn't talk to anybody. Being out on the trail was great.
All right, last word. What would you say?
I like spending time with my family and traveling.
Good.
So
that's
I love
comforting.
to do that. Yeah.
As long as the family's cool. If they're not, it ain't that comforting sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, well, thanks for being here. Really appreciate all of you being here. Hey, everybody's welcome to have a seat at my bar. Tell your story. Make sure you go to the dailynewsnetwork.com website. You'll see all their great profiles, this conversation, and hundreds of others. So until next time, y'all stay safe out there and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.